All right, everybody, welcome back to another Google Drawing tutorial. Okay, today we're going to continue with tracing. However, this is going to be a summative project based off of the other videos and projects that we have done. We are today going to be doing a project that I like to call Trace Your Face. And it is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to trace your face. You're basically creating yourself into a cartoon, right? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to insert, and I'm going to basically insert my photo. Okay. Now, mine is in my Google Drive, so I would come over here to my drive and then just find it. Right now, I've done this a few times already, so this is not the first video I've made on this subject because nobody's perfect. Don't blame me. All right, but yeah. So here is my photo that I have. It does not need to be a professional photo like this. It just needs. It should be a high resolution or even mediocre resolution, but it should be. You should have a good, clear view of your face. Okay, and it will also look better if you are not cut off. Right, my face is not cut off. Right now, if you had a picture where like this much was cut off, might not be the best photo to use. So anyway, here I have my photo. Over here, if you look at my cursor, you can see that it is highlighted, so you can see it very easily. Also, every time I click, there is a red dot that comes up around the cursor. Right, so there's a red circle around the cursor every time I click. I was saying that every time I clicked. Every time I clicked, I would say another syllable, to emphasize it. Anyway, tough crowd. So I'm going to come up here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and select my curve line tool. Okay, I'm going to zoom in now. I want to see more of my face. All right. And curve line tool. All right, I'm going to, again, like the other videos and projects we've done, I'm going to break this down into layers. Okay, and so the first layer is going to be my skin. Then I'm going to put my hair over top of that, and then my eyes, eyebrows, mouth, nose, all over top of that. All right, I'm actually going to zoom out just a hair. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm going to start right here. I'm doing my face first, right? So I'm going to just start clicking. Remember, you want to try to match up the lines as much as possible. And it's easiest to do with small movements. You don't want to move your mouse too much, just so you can get the curvatures that you're looking for. However, you do need to move your cursor, right? If you don't move, I mean, that's kind of sounds silly to say. Of course, you need to move your cursor, but your mouse, if you do not move it far enough, it will think that you just double clicked. And double clicking means that I'm done with this line, right? And it will mess you up pretty good, right? And so, I'm just going to follow. Yeah, I'm going to do my neck too, my throat, right? All the way around here. Yep, coming up to the ear. Right, and so I'm just making this outline. All right, one section at a time. Now I'm going to connect it, and boom, I'm blue. If I were green, I would die. That was a song from the 90s. Most of you kids probably won't get that joke. So I'm going to come back up here, up to this paint bucket, fill color, and it can be kind of tough finding a good skin color. So I'm going to come over here and go to custom. All right, I'm going to take the slider, go over to like the orangish area. Yeah, and right about here. All right, this is a good place to kind of start and try to get the skin color that you want. And so this is where I think I'm going to settle on that right there. Now, if you are pasty white like me, you can type in this same exact number, right? Same exact number, and you'll get the same exact color. If not, you can type in the same number and then kind of, play with the color. right here. But this is a very good place to start. And of course, now that I changed it, my number has changed, right? So I think that's where I'm going to go with. That looks about right. All right, and last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my borderline transparent. I do not want a line color. All right, now I'm going to go to arrange, order, and send to back. That is going to be the only thing that we send to the back because that is the backmost layer. Everything else, we're going to break down the face in layers, but everything else is going to be sent backward, right? And now it's up to us and the order in which we do it and we send it backward to be the layers that we create. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the curve line. I'm going to, actually, I've done this quite a bit. Hey, yeah, what's up? 127, all the way at the end of this hallway. Thank you. Yep. Student asking me questions while I'm making my video, things I can't control. So like I said, I've done this before. Okay, I've done this project. Like I don't mean like I did it last year. I mean like this is my third or fourth video trying to make it for you, right? So I know that I'm going to run into complications if I start my hairline anywhere other than right here because it gets so thin here, right? Because of the angle that it's on. If I start it anywhere else, it's going to be messed up. So I'm going to start it right here where it's super thin, right? And I'm going to just, again, slow and steady, small line segments, making those nice curves, but also making sure that I move the cursor far enough, the mouse far enough, so that it will recognize a new point and not, hey, you're done, right? And I'm also, with this hair, I'm also not exactly on the line, am I? I'm actually a little far in the skin, right? Far into the face. And that's for a reason. That's because this is going to lay over top of the face. And because it's laying over top of it, I want to make sure there are no holes, right? There can be a seam line, or a hole line where two layers are supposed to meet up. And they're supposed to meet up like this, but they actually meet up like this. You see that? Like there's going to be that gap, right? And some of you might have experienced that in some of the other projects that we've done, right? So what I'm doing to make sure that that doesn't happen is instead of trying to guess it to be like that, I'm actually forcing it to go like that, to kind of bleed a little bit into the other section, right? So yeah, I'm just going around the hair. And I'm going to end it right there. All right. Boom. Beautiful hair, right? Yeah. Good hair. All right. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to go to the paint bucket. And again, I'm going to go to custom. And I'm going to try to get some good brown hair for me. So I've got like brownish hair, right? Yeah, it's brown. All right. I'm going to go with that. Oof. That looks almost a little too red, to be honest. There's too much red in there. So I'm going to go down that way. That's better. All right. And then again, I'm going to make my line transparent. Okay. I'm going to arrange, order, send backward, not to back. Okay. Now, if you're like me, you love keyboard shortcuts. Okay. One of my students, Gabe, shout out to Gabe, showed me that this keyboard shortcut's pretty easy. It's just control down. Okay. So I'm going to click on this right now, but every time I want to send it backward, I'm just going to hit on my keyboard, hold control, and press the down arrow key. Okay? I will say when I'm doing it as well. So right there, send backward. All right. Now, to see what I have done, I'm just going to very quickly click on my picture and hit delete. And you know what? That looks pretty good. I like that. That looks like a good head with hair. But you can see there are those seam lines, right here by the ear, down here by the sideburns, right up there. So I'm going to click on, actually I'm not, I'm going to wait until the very end because I want my picture back, right? So I have to come up here and hit undo to bring my picture back. And then I know that's something I have to fix in the future. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in because I'm going to start doing facial features. All right, I'm going to grab my curved line tool again, right? And I'm going to start with my eyeball. All right, my eye. I'm just going around the outside of my eye. And boom, right there it is. I'm going to make this white. And, I'm going to make the line white too. Because reasons. All right, I'm going to come up here, arrange, order, send backward, or like I said before, control down. All right, control down saves so much time. And that's what's great about keyboard shortcuts, saving time because, first of all, time is what everybody has the least amount of, time and patience. And you heard it here first. That's words of wisdom by Mr. K. All right, control down, send backward. All right. Now I'm going to do the blue part of my eye. Again, making sure that I move far enough away from the last click. All right, I'm going to make this a blue. Now, my eyes are blue, but they're not like this type of blue. No, they're kind of like, definitely not that though either. All right, so I'm just going to come over here to custom. All right, I'm already in blue. Maybe something like that. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. All right, send backward, control down. Then I'm going to do this side. Right, and I understand because you're doing a picture of you and hopefully not a picture of me. Now I'm going to send this backward. This is different than the other things we've done where I showed you how to do a picture of the dog. I showed you how to do the picture of the bird, and then you did those exact pictures. This is different because this is a picture of you. This is applying the skills that I taught you to create your own thing. All right, now I'm going to do the black part of the eye. This is going to be even easier though. I didn't want to use the ellipse tool. Right? I didn't want to do that or the oval tool before because you see my eyelid kind of cuts off the top part of my eye there, the blue part of my eye. So it's not really a complete circle. So now that I have this oval tool selected, I'm going to put the middle of this cursor kind of at the top left corner. I'm going to hold the shift key. I did not click on my mouse yet. I'm going to hold the shift key. I'm going to hold the mouse down. You can see it still has that red circle around it. That means I clicked, but I did not let go. And then I'm going to drag it down to the other corner, and boom. Arrange, order, send backward. Right? And then I'm going to do it again. Hold shift while you do this. That makes it a perfect circle. If not, you're going to get some kind of weird, awkward oval. Nobody wants that in your eye. All right? And then send backward. Okay, now, again, I showed you this in the bird video, right? If you haven't seen the bird video, you got to go check that out. In the bird video, we put a white dot in the eye to make it look glossy and shiny like a natural eye. All right, so we're going to do that again. Grabbed the oval tool, right? Nope. Grab shapes, oval. All right, and I'm just gonna really small right here. Again, I'm kind of like putting the middle of that cursor right in the top corner of that. Right? All right. Top corner of the white dot. Hold shift, click and drag, and boom, there it is. And I just change it to white. And the line transparent, arrange, order, send backward, or control down. All right. Now let's look at this bad boy. All right, I'm going to click on that picture, hit delete. All right. I like it. One thing I don't like, the line on the eye. I'm gonna make it transparent. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I'm just doing this to make sure that I like what I see. One thing I don't like, I can tell that circle, the little white circle, isn't white. Oh, and you know what? Oh, I have to do that over again. Yep. Okay, so I'm just adding that to my list. I'm going to make a nice list of things I have to change at the end. So first of all, the hair to skin line does not line up. Hair to skin. And then the white dot. Alright, so I'm just making myself a list of things that I have to fix at the end. Minor things that I have to fix. Right? And I have to do that at the end because I want to bring my picture back. Right? I don't, some of you might think, well, hey, Mr. K, why don't you just move this picture out and then look at it, right? You can't do that either because then it's going to be very difficult to bring that picture back to line it up, you know? So, by very difficult, I mean next to impossible. To line it up perfectly so everything looks right, very, very difficult. All right, so let's do the lips next. All right, curved line tool. I'm going to do the top lip. All right, just the top lip. Yes, I'm separating the lips. That's okay. All right, now I'm going to try to get, does that pink look good? I'm going with that pink right there. And that, and then control down or arrange order send backward. Boom. And then I'm just going to do it again. Ah, see, I did it again. So I didn't click far enough away from the previous point, and Google Draw was like, hey, that was a double click. And I'm like, no, it's not. So now I got to do this over again. All right, there we go. And then arrange order send backward or control down, right? And now I'm going to fill it in, right? So I'm going to do the top, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the top lip and the top of the bottom lip. And what this is going to do then is I'm going to fill it in with white, and it's going to be my teeth, right? So there's that. But now I'm also going to do one line running down almost the middle. I want this line when you smile, your top teeth are showing more than your bottom teeth are. Okay? And so that's why I'm not going down the middle. All right? For this line right here, I'm not going down the middle. I'm slightly below the middle so that it looks like more of my top teeth than my bottom teeth. All right, I'm going to click on that line and I'm going to click on the white part. I'm going to arrange group and then arrange order send backward. All right, and now I have my nose. All right, noses, honestly, the nose, actually, I have nose and eyebrows. Sorry. But the nose, I'm going to do the nose next. The nose can honestly make or break your picture. It really can. And so noses are tough. And I don't mean that like the way you kids say it, you know, it's tough as in it looks really cool. It's actually tough. All right, so I'm going to start kind of up here, almost at my eyebrow, right? I'm going to bring this down and around. And then up here. All right. There it is. All right. I'm not done. I'm not. All right. But that's a good start. Now I'm going to bring this line right here. And there we go. That's my nose. All right. I'm going to click, hold shift, select the next line over. I'm going to group them, arrange, group, right? Or control alt G. So now they're grouped, and then I'm going to send backward. Okay. And then lastly, kind of almost lastly, all right, I'm going to do the eyebrows next, and then we are very close to being done here, ladies and gentlemen. Very close to being done. All right, I'm going to pick my hair color, right? It saves my custom colors, right? So I'm going to match that to my hair color. Why? Because your eyebrows should come close to matching your hair color. There are some people that have like red hair, brown eyebrows, or the other way around. Okay, that's understandable, but it has to actually, like, you actually have to look like that. You actually have to have those features, right? And so I have this eyebrow selected with my cursor. I'm going to hold shift, click on this eyebrow, and then I'm going to group. Remember that keyboard shortcut? Control, hold alt, and then press G. And boom, it looked like nothing happened, but it grouped them, right? Because now I click on one and I get both. Then I'm going to hold control and press down and send it backward. Okay? And then next, I'm going to try to do my eyelids, right? I'm going to grab my skin color. I'm just going to do around the top line here of my eye, and then here. Alright, we're going to grab this color, but I don't want that color. Here's the thing. I want it to be a little bit darker. So I select that color as a starting point. Then I come over to the custom, and I try to go straight down. Alright. Doesn't look like much yet, but it should look better at the end. Alright, I'm going to hold control and press down. Alright, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. Alright, it should be that new color, and it is. Hold control, press down. Now I'm going to get up close and personal with myself, and let's be a little honest with ourselves, you know. I'm going to make some lines, make myself look probably my age or a little older. You know, right there's one line I'm going to, right there, you know, bags under your eyes, maybe some crow's feet. Now, if you're young and you don't think you have that, hey, more power to you. But if I'm trying to make this look realistic, then I should do that, right? So I'm done with this side of the eye. I'll just do the other side too. Right, and I'm going to grab my cursor, select this one, oh, that one, hold shift. Now I'm going to select this one, that one, this one, and that one. They're all selected. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the line weight. Ooh. Can I? Ooh, I wanted it to be thinner. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Taking that back up there. Alright. See, in other programs, your line weight isn't fixed like this, and you can like change it, change the number. So you can't do that here. One of the unfortunate truths about Google Drawing, it doesn't have as many features or as many, maybe borders and lines. Yeah, see, it's set, right? And I don't want it to be set at 1. I want to be able to type it in, line type. Hey, yikes. All right, so that's as good as we're going to get for me. All right, so I'm going to hold control, press down, get rid of that. Line again. All right, I'm going to, remember before I went from my chin down to my neck, so I'm just going to create more of a chin slash jawline. Just that line right there. And then I'm going to try to make that this darker color. All right, and then send it back. Let's see. I think that is everything for now. All right, so I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, yikes. Some things I forgot. Right? Some things or didn't work right. So we're making that line transparent. So now I'm just kind of fixing this up so it looks more realistic-ish. Right? All right, not bad, not bad. Certain things I can fix. Like right here, you can see there's some negative space that is showing, so I can double click on this and then I can adjust these lines to make sure that it doesn't show. All right, this is that line. Where's my bottom lip? I think that's supposed to be it. Is it? I think that's supposed to be it. Right, so some just minor fixes. Right, I'm going to double click there, connect that. Right, so these are certain things that right now this video you can watch and see how I'm fixing mine. And if you have a similar situation, that'll help you. But if you have a different situation, this video, unfortunately, what I'm doing now is not overly beneficial to you. All right, so here again, I have this white space right here. So I just double clicked, double, triple, quadruple. Come on, there we go. And I can just manipulate these anchor points. When we use Adobe Illustrator, you'll see they're called anchor points, right? And I can use that to help cover up any of the holes. Right over here. Alright, I'm going to click on this blue one, my blue eye. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Some things that I can do to improve this. Alright, yes, I know it's a big canvas for such a little picture. But something I can do to improve this, shadows, right? So we talked about shading and shadows before. If you watched my other videos, we're going to do it again. I'm going to show you a slightly different way of doing a shadow. It's kind of the same idea, same premise, just a little tweak on it. So I'm going to grab my hair, going to go up to Edit Copy, right, or Control C, and Edit Paste, or Control V, right, keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to line it up. You could have also hit, oh no, this does not have, some other softwares have paste in place, so you can paste it right in top. So here's this. I'm going to change it black, right? I'm going to hit down and over, right? For this though, I don't want it to be that far away, man. All right, so it's right there. All right, now when I go here to color and go to custom, I can change the transparency. Hit OK. And then I'm going to click away, click on the original hair, and arrange, order, bring to front. Now that shadow, wow, look at that shadow, right? It's a good shadow. All right, but over here, it shouldn't be off of my body, right? So over here, that looks fantastic. I love that. But over here, this should not be over here. So I'm just going to change these anchor points and bring them in so they don't kind of, like, otherwise it's floating, a floating shadow in nowhere, right? All right, right here, this line, I'm going to do another shadow. I'm going to hit Control C, Control V. All right. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to make it custom color. It is going to be black. Well, I actually cannot do that because it is not filled in. Oof. All right, I'm going to make it just even darker for this one. And then down. All right, so I'm doing some extra things here to make it look nicer. Packing your bags for the family camping trip. Yeah, you're right. All right, make sure that this one is order, bring to front. No worries. Get YouTube Music Premium to save your music offline and play it anywhere. Create the perfect playlist for falling asleep under the stars. Now, that's something you can get behind. Too far out. All right, and there it is. I am done. Right? Not bad. Not bad. Not awful. Right? I have done this project before a couple times, and I have done this better, right, than this one. I've done it better on Adobe Illustrator. In the past, I've done this on Illustrator, but because we're in a pandemic and everything, we don't have Illustrator at home. On our home computers, we have Google Draw. All right, so here real quickly, just going to show you the one that was done on Illustrator. Same picture. This one definitely looks better on Illustrator. But, you know, you work with what you have, right? And so this is what we have. And that's my photo. It roughly looks like me. It looks like me, more or less, right? So that is your objective. Let's complete a trace your face picture. All right? See ya.